Hey guys, UFO Skywatch UK here. Some really interesting things happened in the night sky last night, or a couple of nights ago, 25th of November 2016 in Bristol, over Bristol in the UK. Um, there's a few videos I'm going to show you. This is the first time that I've used this, done any night vision and used this new setup. I've been using the Lunar Optics night vision camcorder. I'll put the link in the description. But it takes video footage in 720p high definition and records it to an SD card. You can record up to 32 gigabytes. So it's fantastic. You can just set it up at night on the tripod, you know, put it out your window, or if it's cold, put it up against your window, turn the lights off, press play, press record, and you can get several hours of footage. So this very first night of me getting some footage, I had some extraordinary takes, and you'll see it in a moment. I've caught five in a 2 hour period. I caught five UFOs, and when I say UFO, I mean unidentified. In other words, I'm not sure what they are at this present moment. I've tried to do all the sanity checks. Is it a plane, helicopter? Usually pretty obvious because the lights will flash. Is it a satellite? And you'll see also that I use a website called SatFlare, which will tell you exactly what's going on over the night sky at that moment. Any type of satellite that's there will come up on this SatFlare website, and I've included that in the videos to show you that what you're going to see is not satellites. So there's five UFOs and one plane for comparison, just to show what the difference is. Interestingly, four of the UFOs all appeared within about 6 minutes of each other. This is over 2 hours, so pretty much nothing for most of the time, and then four UFOs within 7 minutes, and then a fifth UFO about an hour later, half an hour later. So it's pretty interesting. I don't know what to make of it. I'm trying to scrutinize exactly what it could be by ruling out all the normal possibilities. And so I leave it as evidence of something flying in our night sky. So have a look at the evidence, see what you think. So here's the first dude coming in from the bottom. You can see it pretty clearly making its way up to the top of the screen. Um, It's like he's having a pretty steady ride. You can see all the clarity of the stars as well is beautiful with this night vision setup. And now we're going to have a look at sat flare. And you can see the rectangular orange box, which is showing you the more or less the field of view that you saw previously. So you can clearly see the red dots are not satellites. This is a very interesting one. Watch this one come out of nowhere. You see that? Came out of nowhere, and watch it disappear to nowhere. That's pretty cool. I don't know what's going on there. Here's a close-up of it. Just keep your eye on the top of that arrow. There we go, out of nowhere. And back to where it came from. So I kind of like that one. I got a slow-mo of that as well. Um, love to know what's going on here. Look at that. That is extraordinary. Disappears where it came from. So next up, let's look at the sat tracker. Absolutely nothing going on. No red dots anywhere in that box. Okay, here we go. Bottom right. This is nice bright one. Straight line all the way across the sky. Oh, saw a little flash there from nowhere as well in the middle. Again, it's clear. It's so bright. It's almost as bright as the brightest star in the field of vision there, which is in the top left. So let's see what it is. What could it be? Looking at the satellites, nothing there. Again, red dots are the satellites. If it's in the yellow box, then it's in my field of view, but it's not there, nothing there. So no satellites passing overhead. So what have we got next? This is an interesting one. Here we go again. This is all within a few minutes of each other, 5, 6, 7 minutes of each other. We've got this batch of 4 UFOs, bright as anything, passing over the night sky in what is a pretty small field of vision. looking at the satellite data during that time frame, and this is down to the second, guys. You know, there's nothing there. There is no satellites passing over at that time. No International Space Station at all. And here's a nice one for comparison. Well, you can guess what that is. That isn't a UFO. That is an aeroplane. Pretty obvious. And then finally, about half an hour later, after the little batch of four, we had this little one in the right-hand corner again, coming across the sky. Much slower moving, this one. Whether it could be further, it could be higher up because it's not as bright either. So it's slower and not as bright, indicating further out, possibly. But he poodles his way all the way across the night sky, doing whatever he's doing, probably getting home for his tea or something. Probably hungry after a day's viewing the Earth. And so we'll also look at the satellite tracking on that fella. Well, what a surprise. There's nothing there. But I should add that all these satellites, even though you've got a red dot there, doesn't mean that they're visible. Most of them are not visible at all. Night vision will be better than your eye, but even so, there's nothing there. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. I'm sure you'll agree there's something interesting there, and we should all be taking note of whatever it might be. Okay, until next time, bye from the UK.